Can you actually manifest your desire, your outcome, your thing? Can you actually manifest it in 24 hours? And if yes, I'm going to tell you how to do it. So you are always manifesting. So manifestation is always instant. Now, the idea, the phrase that the 3D is delayed, it's a little bullshit, because if the 3D were delayed, then your breath would be delayed. You wouldn't be able to manifest the sky. It would be delayed. You wouldn't be able to manifest your life moving. So the 3D is not delayed. Okay, this is just bullshit. It's an instant reflection every second. Now, every second you have a choice. Every second you have the opportunity to choose who you identify yourself as being. So, because you know me, I'm not talking about human self-concepts like I'm the best, I'm loved, I am beautiful, or whatever the bullshit. I teach you guys to be God, because this is where it all begins, okay? So what greater self-concept than I am God, I'm the only operant power, I'm the only one in charge is there? Because there is no other. So when you say I'm God, and I make the rules, I'm God, is going to be so, this is the most powerful self-concept, the most powerful self-image that you can have about yourself. It's not about the human attributes that you have, or the human qualities, or you trying to convince yourself that your human avatar is the only one that is going to be chosen. Because many of you struggle. You do approach manifestation from a human viewpoint still. So you're trying to convince yourself that, hey, I'm the best, I'm the only choice. Yes, but why are you the best? Why are you the only choice? Why are you entitled to have your manifestation? Well, it's because you are God. It's because you're the only one. You're the only CEO in your reality, right? So the 3D is your territory, and you're the king, the queen that says what happens on your territory. And people, situations, and circumstances, they are just your employees, right? They're just your servants. So they must do as you say, because the master must be pleased at all times. So now, this being said, how the fuck do you manifest like your outcome, your desired outcome, in 24 hours or less, or whatever, in an hour or two? This is not an invitation for you to set time frames. So it's not an invitation for you to start judging yourself if you don't manifest it within an hour, and you manifest it within an hour and a half. But the fastest way to manifest something, and this applies even when you're in desperation, when you're in need of the thing to happen, like when your life depends on it, although actually it never depends on it. Your life never depends on it. You live under the illusion that your life depends on it, but it doesn't depend on it. So in this kind of situations, what do? How do you get your outcome to be the one you want? Well, with this simple thing, okay? So our world is dual. And I'm saying this because you have to understand that I only have two choices. The same way we only have two hands, right? So you have the left hand and you have the right hand. So let's just say, for example, the left hand represents the yes, and the right hand represents the no. So you only have two choices. You have the choice of, yes, this is going to be mine. This is going to happen accordingly to my desire. And then you have the scenario of no. Maybe it's not going to happen. I don't get what I want, etc., etc. So your only job, if you want to manifest something immediately to go the way you want it, you don't entertain the idea of no. You don't entertain the scenario of no. You live it without any possibility. So you say, yes, I'm going to have this. This is going to be mine. This is going to happen like this. I don't take in consideration any other answer. I don't take in consideration any other scenario. I simply don't entertain the idea of no. And this is how you do it. Easy. It sounds easy, right? It's because it is easy. So you're the only one with the choice. You're the only one with the choice of a yes or a no. So as long as you are double-minded, or you waver, and the 1 minute you say yes, this could be mine, the other minute you say no, guess what will happen in your 3D? Your 3D is going to be a total chaos. You're going to get hot and cold behavior. So you not entertaining the idea of no, and you have only one choice set to the table, then this is what it's going to be. Because if it only exists the yes, then the no cannot manifest because it's not existent, right? There is only one way, there is only one road, there is only one path, there is only one answer, only one outcome, the yes. So if you want to manifest something so fast, so freaking fast, you have to select the yes and don't entertain any other possibilities. When you allow the no to exist in your mindset, it's like you have set yourself for failure. The no means the rejection of your desire, the rejection of your outcome. So if you're the only one in charge, if you're the only one with a choice, why would you entertain the no in the first place? Now you're going to tell me, but CJ, circumstances don't matter, right? When did they ever matter? If you think they matter so much to you, they're going to matter to you, and then you're going to start creating your life based on the circumstances that you've already created, and they are shit. Why would you do that to yourself? Like, aren't you adult enough to know that, hey, as long as I keep thinking this way, this is the result I'm going to have. So I have to change my thinking in order to get a different result, which translates as I have to change my choice. I have to change my yes or my no. I have to change it into a yes so that I could get a yes in the 3D. Now, I'm going to say it one more time, and I hope that everyone listens. Many of you say, well, if we manifest everything, why the fuck do you keep talking about SP? What I don't understand is what stops you from applying the teachings to other subjects. Why do you think it's any different? You want to manifest the money? Done. The money is yours. You want to manifest the house? Done. The house is yours. Success? Done. It's yours. Can't you replace the concept that you want to... In your case, you don't deal with a specific person. In your case, money is your specific person. In your case, success is your specific person. Graduation, high school, a job. You personify that concept and you make it your specific person. Stop being lazy. Just because you don't hear me say the words, can't you do the work for yourselves? You have to do the work for yourselves. Only when you will hear me say the word is when you're going to understand. That's then? Okay. How do I manifest money? Ignore the circumstances, understand you are God of your reality, command money to be in your life, know that money loves you, know that money chases you, and that's that. You satisfied right now? Can you apply the teachings right now? Because I said money, I was specific. Congratulations. But yes, I understand. But how do I manifest success? Success. You want success? Decide circumstances don't matter. Decide you're successful. Success chases you. That's that. You're successful. Yes, AJ, but how do I manifest my dream job? Yeah, I understand about the SP and the money and the success, but how do I manifest my job? Decide you're God. Decide you have it because you put it there, and that's how you're going to get it. Okay, I understand, but how do I manifest being in contact? I'm in no contact. How do I manifest contact? Decide you're God, decide you have contact because you put it there, and that's that. Guys, stop being lazy, honestly. You can replace 2 tiny words. It's not that hard. The way you manifest a thing is the way you manifest everything, okay? So the way you manifest your specific person is the way you manifest health, money, and I do talk about specific person. Why? Because many of you still think you're intermingling with people that have their own fucking brain and that have their own fucking thoughts. Of course, I'm not gonna talk about money or jobs. Money or job don't have a brain. Of course that manifesting a specific person could be a little bit struggling at times because you think he said this, they said that. He's the one in charge of what I'm gonna do. Of course I'm gonna talk about people. Manifesting specific puppets. This is all for today, guys. I love you so much, okay? Only one choice. The choice you want. Bye-bye.